The psychology of a gut feeling. Have you ever met someone for the first time and on paper they're perfect? They're charming, intelligent, everyone else seems to love them, but deep in the pit of your stomach, a small, quiet alarm bell starts to ring. You can't explain it. There's no logical reason, no hard evidence, just a feeling that something is off. Or maybe you've been offered a huge opportunity, a dream job, a new city, and everyone is telling you to take it. It makes perfect sense on paper, but something inside you, a quiet, persistent whisper, says, don't. We call this a gut feeling, an intuition. For centuries, we've treated it like a form of magic, a mystical sixth sense, a message from the universe. But what if I told you that your gut feeling isn't magic at all? What if it's one of the most sophisticated, high-speed data processing systems on the planet? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this mysterious phenomenon. We'll explore the hidden psychology and surprising science of your intuition. This isn't about debunking the magic. It's about appreciating the incredible, powerful machine that creates it, your own subconscious brain. The brain's secret database, pattern recognition. The first and most powerful component of a gut feeling is something called unconscious pattern recognition. Think of your brain as a massive, sprawling library. Your conscious mind, the part you're using to listen to this right now, only has access to the main reading room. But your subconscious mind, that's the entire archive. It has meticulously filed away every face you've ever seen, every conversation you've ever had, every subtle emotional reaction you've ever witnessed since the day you were born. It is the most powerful database in the known universe. A gut feeling is what happens when your subconscious librarian runs up from the basement and screams, "Hey, I've seen this before." Let's imagine a detailed scenario. You're a manager, interviewing a candidate for an important position. His name is Tom. His resume is flawless. His answers to your questions are polished, confident, and perfect. He says all the right things. Logically, he is the best candidate. But as the interview goes on, you feel a small, nagging sense of doubt. You can't put your finger on it, you just feel uneasy. Your conscious mind is confused. All the data in front of you says, hire this man. But your gut is quietly whispering no. What's happening here? Your subconscious brain isn't listening to Tom's perfect answers. It's processing thousands of other data points. It notices a micro-expression of contempt that flashes across his face for a fraction of a second when he talks about his old boss. It recognizes that the specific way he phrases his accomplishments, always using I instead of we, is identical to the pattern of an arrogant ex-colleague who took credit for everyone else's work. It hears a subtle hesitation in his voice when you ask about a gap in his resume, a hesitation that matches the one you heard from someone who lied to you years ago. Your conscious mind is busy processing the content of the interview. Your subconscious mind is processing the context, cross-referencing Tom's behavior against every human you've ever interacted with. In a healthy interaction, your conscious and subconscious minds agree. But a gut feeling is often the result of a conflict between the two. The logical evidence says one thing, but your vast, experience-based pattern recognition machine says another. The healthy way to handle this isn't to blindly obey the gut feeling, but to respect it as a valid piece of data. A person with good intuition doesn't just say, "I have a bad feeling." They say, "My gut is telling me something is off. Let me use my conscious mind to figure out what it is." They might decide to call Tom's references or ask more probing follow-up questions. The long-term consequence of ignoring these feelings is often regret. How many times have you heard someone say, "I knew it. I had a bad feeling about him from the start"? That feeling wasn't magic, it was data. It was your brain's secret database trying to send you a crucial report, and learning to read those reports is a critical life skill. The body's early warning system, interoception. The second pillar explains the physical sensation of a gut feeling, why we call it a gut feeling in the first place. This isn't just a metaphor. The feeling is real, and it's a product of an incredible biological network known as the gut-brain axis. Your stomach and your brain are in constant two-way communication. In fact, your digestive tract is lined with so many nerve cells that scientists often refer to it as our second brain. This system is what's responsible for interoception, our perception of our own body's internal state. A gut feeling is your body talking to you. Imagine you're walking home late at night. You turn down a quiet, dimly lit street. Logically, everything seems fine. There are no obvious threats. But suddenly, you feel it. A cold, clenching sensation in the pit of your stomach. The fine hairs on your arms stand up. Your heart rate increases just a little. You don't know why you feel this way, but your body has just gone on high alert. You instinctively cross the street or pull out your phone to call someone. As you do, a figure detaches from a dark doorway up ahead and walks the other way. You'll never know if they were a threat, but your body didn't wait to find out. What happened there? Your subconscious brain, using your peripheral vision and hearing, likely detected a series of tiny, almost unnoticeable cues. The unnatural stillness of the figure in the doorway, a subtle sound that didn't fit the rhythm of the night. Before your conscious mind could assemble these clues into a coherent thought like, that person might be dangerous, it sent an emergency signal straight to your gut via the vagus nerve. This triggered a primal, physiological fight-or-flight response. Your stomach muscles tightened, your body released a tiny bit of adrenaline. That physical sensation, the gut feeling, is an early warning system. It's your ancient survival instincts telling you to pay attention long before your modern logical brain has finished its analysis. In a healthy, mindful person, this connection is strong. They learn to notice and respect these physical signals. When they feel that clench in their stomach before a big meeting, they don't ignore it. They ask themselves, what is my body trying to tell me? In contrast, many of us in the modern world are taught to ignore these feelings. We are told to push through discomfort, or that it's all in your head. The long-term consequence of this is a disconnection from our own intuition. We lose the ability to read our body's own data. Learning to listen to your gut is, quite literally, a physical practice. It's about pausing when you feel that strange, unexplained sensation and asking a simple question: what information is my body giving me right now? Often, the answer is worth listening to. The double-edged sword: when not to trust your gut. Now, after everything we've discussed, it might sound like your gut is an infallible superpower. But here we come to the most important and complex pillar: understanding when your gut feeling might be lying to you. Because while pure intuition is your brain processing real-time data, that system can be hijacked by other powerful forces: anxiety, bias, and past trauma. Differentiating between a true gut feeling and an emotional overreaction is the key to mastering your intuition. Let's explore a final scenario. You start dating someone new. They are kind, reliable, and treat you well. All the logical signs are good. But you constantly have a bad feeling about them. You feel a sense of dread when they text. You feel anxious before a date. Your gut is screaming danger, but is it? This is where you have to become a detective of your own mind. Is your gut feeling based on subtle data you are collecting about this new person? Or is your gut feeling actually an emotional echo from your past? Perhaps this new person has a superficial trait, the same brand of cologne, a similar laugh, as a toxic ex who betrayed you. Your subconscious pattern recognition machine, in its effort to protect you, is screaming, "Warning, we've seen this pattern before." Result: pain. In this case, the gut feeling isn't an accurate assessment of the new person. It's a trauma response. It's your past screaming so loudly, it's drowning out your present. Similarly, if you have a general anxiety about relationships or a fear of vulnerability, your gut might produce a bad feeling about any potential partner because intimacy itself feels like a threat. This isn't intuition, it's anxiety masquerading as intuition. So, how do you tell the difference? A true gut feeling is often quiet, calm, and feels neutral, like a piece of information being presented. An anxiety-based feeling is usually loud, chaotic, and accompanied by a looping, catastrophic story in your head. This will end badly. I'll be humiliated. I'll end up alone. A healthy approach is not to blindly trust every feeling, but to cross-examine it. When you have a strong gut feeling, ask it questions. Is this feeling based on something I am observing right now, or is it based on a fear from my past? Is this feeling giving me quiet information, or is it screaming at me in a panic? The long-term consequence of not learning to differentiate is significant. If you mistake your anxiety for intuition, you might push away good people and sabotage your own happiness. If you dismiss true intuition as just anxiety, you might walk into dangerous situations. The ultimate goal is not to let your gut rule your mind, or let your mind dismiss your gut. The goal is to get them to work together as partners in the complex and fascinating process of navigating the world. So, what is a gut feeling? It's not magic. It's something far more incredible. It's your brain's vast, silent library of experience working in tandem with your body's primal warning system. It's a high-speed data processor that notices patterns your conscious mind is too slow to see. It's a survival instinct, honed by millions of years of evolution, helping you navigate the complexities of the modern world. But like any powerful tool, it requires wisdom to use. The ultimate skill is not just to listen to your gut, but to understand its language. It's about learning when it's presenting you with objective data from the world and when it's reflecting the fears and traumas from your own past. The solution isn't to choose between your logic and your intuition. It's to let them collaborate. Listen to the whisper from your gut and then use your rational mind to investigate it. When you can get your head and your gut working as a team, you become a truly formidable and insightful decision maker. Tell me a story in the comments below. When was a time your gut feeling was completely right or spectacularly wrong? It's a fascinating part of being human. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe for more explorations into the hidden workings of our minds. Thank you for watching.